Hey, what's up everybody? It's Julius DeBerry with Majestic Studios, and I'm back again today with another Chord Nautilus video. This is the follow-up video specifically to the Dreamfoot video that I posted a few weeks back. I wanted to say hopefully you guys have had plenty of time and to spend with it and get to know it and understand it a little better. But considering how many weeks it's been since I posted that video, I know you guys have had plenty of time to dive into it and figure it out and learn how to use it with your Nautilus. But just in case there is still some confusion out there, I told you guys that I wanted to do a follow-up video to show you how to set up your Nautilus specifically with this application. And this is going to be a demonstration very quickly to show you how to set up Dreamfoot with the Nautilus, but the same concepts will apply to any other keyboard that you're using, as long as you know how to get into your MIDI settings and apply them in this manner. So if that's what you guys are here for, stay tuned. We're going to jump right into it. Let's go. All right, so you guys should have already had a chance to go through this application and learn kind of what it does. So if you haven't seen that yet, there's a video that was done previously that you can check out, and I'll post the link to it in one of these corners so you guys can just click on it and jump to it if you haven't seen it yet. But basically, we're just going to go into the settings really quickly and learn how to set this app up with your iPad and with your Nautilus. So first of all, I want to show you all you're going to need. You're going to need that that USB-B cable. That's the one that looks like this. That's probably not very focused on the screen. We'll try to put it with my face because the camera is focused on my face. That's the USB-B cord. You're going to put that in your keyboard. Make sure that's connected. All right, so then what you're going to need is you're going to need some form of adapter to connect it to your iPad. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the one that I use, and this is the Apple certified version, but I have the USB-C version of the iPad, so my port looks like this, and inside of my the adapter ports, this one has 3 ports on it. It has a USB-A, an HDMI, and then a charging port, USB-C charging port. All right, so what you have to do is you're going to take that USB cable from your Nautilus and you're going to connect it directly into this. Now this is just an HDMI, and this is what I'm using so you guys can see what's on my iPad. So I'm just going to plug that in here. And what this third port does, this USB-C one, it will allow your iPad to be charging while it's still connected to your Nautilus. I'm not sure that the Nautilus will power the iPad. I'm not positive about that, so your miles may vary, with that. But I always use this adapter and I'll plug it up here so the iPad can continue to get power when I'm using it. So then you're going to plug that into your iPad. And what that does is that USB thing basically functions like a MIDI cable between your iPad and your keyboard. Okay, so once that's set up, you're going to push this button, this settings button on the top right corner. All right, and then you're going to go to MIDI. Now, once you go to MIDI, this message always pops up for me telling me that Dreamfoot can accept Bluetooth connections for MIDI. I'm going to push close because I'm not trying to do that. All right, so what you want to do is you want to go right here to where it says MIDI out. Now what this MIDI out is going to do is it's going to allow you to send MIDI information from Dreamfoot, from your iPad, back to whatever MIDI device you connect to it. So this MIDI out right here says MIDI in sessions, because I know you can't see where I'm pushing. Someone told me that with one of my other videos, and I don't have a tracker on this iPad. So you're going to go, since you have your MIDI channels, this is here. You're going to go to MIDI in sessions. You're going to type in the MIDI out one. You're going to click MIDI out. That's this section right The third section, you got velocity, channels, and then the MIDI in sessions. You're going to click MIDI out. And MIDI out, you're going to push Nautilus sound. And what that's going to do is it's going to send MIDI information from Dreamfoot, from your iPad, back to the Nautilus. All right. So you're going to go back. Okay. So now what we're doing, the next thing we have to look at in the same exact section is the channels. This is extremely important. This is your transmit channel. Transmit, receive, whatever you want to call it. In this instance, because our MIDI is going out of the Nautilus out of the Dreamfoot app into the Nautilus, this is our transmit channel. It's transmitting out of the iPad, out of Dreamfoot, into the specific MIDI channel on the Nautilus. So for the sake of this example, to start off, we're going to put MIDI channel 1. But remember, I told you guys you have 16 channels. Okay? 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Gonna leave out of this. You're gonna put it on 1. You're gonna leave out of this. And so now when you click buttons inside of Dreamfoot, you should hear sound from your Nautilus. All right, so we're gonna go to the jam section within the Dreamfoot app. We're gonna push this plus sign. We're gonna go to custom chord and select the octave that you would like to be selected for your sound. You can know that by the red buttons, the red dots that are down here at the bottom. This being the lowest octave, and this being the top octave. All right. I want to give you guys a brief reminder. Don't forget, we've added the super thanks underneath the videos. You've asked about ways to support the channel and different things like that. If you just hit that super thanks button, you can leave a donation for us. It'll help us continue to make these kind of videos for you. It'll also be great encouragement to us. Makes me smile to see that kind of stuff come through. I will have these hoodies available very soon, as well as Majestic Studios t-shirts. So you'll see that little thing pop up under the videos. If you guys want to support that way, get you a t-shirt, get you a hoodie, get it mailed out. It's just got the Majestic Studios logo on the front, and it's got the exact same thing really big on the back. Got a lot of different colors that we can do for that. Those are ways that you can support the channel. All right, so we're going to put it down in the middle, and you see when you press the key, it highlights blue on the app. So this is me playing an F major chord on the Nautilus. All right, and I'm going to put that same chord in, F, A, C. And when I push play, I can hear that chord play on the Nautilus. And I can add notes as I see fit. All right, so that's essentially how you set this up. You can go to factory chord and you can set up chords. Let's say I want to do another, just like I just did. Let's do an F. Let's do an F sus4, and we're going to add the 9 and add the 11. All right, let's listen to what that sounds like. All right, so it's not in the octave that we would like it to be in, so we can just push this octave button to change to the second octave and see if we like that better, or the third octave. All right, and then you can save that sound by pushing that down button, that button there, this one down here on the right next to play. That looks like download with a down arrow and the box under. You push that button and it saves the chord to your custom chord location. Okay, so that is how you would work that in program mode. But what if you want to do this in combi mode? It's the exact same thing, but the only difference is now you have to pay attention to, like, let's say that you're wanting to play the Nautilus. Let's go to combi. Let's go to combi. So we're going to go to combi mode. And let's make a brand new combi. All right, so I have a combi here. I have a piano. Let's see. On channel 1, let's put a string sound on channel 2. And then we all know that to open that, we got to go to timbre parameters, and we got to put that on the MIDI channel that we're using. So now you can hear that string sound. Okay, so now we have a string sound on MIDI channel 1. So now if we play this chord that we just did on our iPad, we can hear the sound that we just selected. But what if I wanted to be able to play my Nautilus, but then let's say I wanted to be able to, let's put a organ sound on track 3, and then we're going to go to page. We're going to put that on MIDI channel 2. So now check this out though. So now if I go to settings on this Dreamfoot app, go to MIDI, and put this on MIDI out on channel 2, now I can play chords with my string sound on the Nautilus. But then I can trigger an organ on the app. So essentially I can play this. And I can trigger them at the same time. Okay, so you can have a completely different set of sounds set up on your iPad within the same combi and trigger them using these pads in Dreamfoot. So I'm sure your minds are spinning wild now because of the possibilities that opens up. You can basically be doing 2 different things at a time if you're the kind of piano player that can use your right hand for one thing, your left hand for something else. You can jam out with your left hand, playing a part on your left hand, and then you could hold chords in Dreamfoot at the same time. So that is basically how to set up Dreamfoot with the Nautilus. I wanted to try to keep this video very short. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I've been doing a lot of question and answers for people via email. People have been messaging me via Facebook, as well as in the comment sections on the videos. But don't forget, you know, if you guys need help, I offer one-on-one sessions to help you with your keyboards, specifically your Nautilus, if that's what you need help with. So those are just some other options that you guys can do to help support the channel and kind of help get the help that you need for very specific things regarding your keyboard. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something really quickly, and I hope this is beneficial to you in your live gigs or even in your studio sessions or in your day-to-day practice and playing of your Chord Nautilus. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, share the video, share the content, leave me a comment, and I'll respond to you guys as soon as possible. I appreciate the support. The channel is growing, it's doing great, and it's because of you. Majestic Studios, we're out.